John Doe, I got reliable sources claiming that you're running back and telling Tutu stuff you shouldn't be fucking telling her. That's a major problem. I'm waiting for I'm waiting for proof. What's the point of screen recording? Uh, where they can screen record my content and talk shit on my live and me and my people. It's what cyber bullies do. Thank you, Maria, Don, Rick. Thank you guys for tapping the screen. Twisted Kitty. How we doing, Patty? Canadian Rick. Well, I'm waiting on screenshots, but I got a few people on here I trust, and one of those people told me that. No, he didn't deny it, did he, Don? He didn't deny it. I gotta go to moderators. It sucks. It really sucks. You get sabotaged like that all the time. You get close to somebody, thinks you got your back, and you get a fucking snake in the grass every time. I just removed him as a mod. Good thing you never got my number. So how's everybody's Wednesday freaking night been? You guys been doing anything interesting, or everybody bored like I am? I was trying to sleep. I was going to go to bed early, but I got like an hour and maybe hour and 10 minutes sleep, and I woke up and I got this fucking mouse that sounds like a kangaroo running around in here again. I can never understand how this mouse can be that fucking loud. Sounds like he got freaking web feet or something. I had to remove Ryan. That's who John Doe was Ryan. Waiting for your sleep meds to kick in. Well, when we went to Twitch, he went over to Tutu's live and told Tutu that I was over on Twitch. And I only told a select few. You've been reading your book? Yeah, I gotta find me another series to watch. I finished Landman, the second season up last night. That was pretty damn good, for real. Now I gotta find something else to watch. Debating whether to put that other pizza I got in there or not. Yeah, Ernest. I used to watch Mountain Men all the time. I haven't watched any of the new series. I had History Channel downloaded where I had all that stuff, but I don't know how the hell I removed it. I guess I gotta download it again. Dark Winds. I haven't heard of that one, Rick. I'll have to check it out. What's it about? I know that's hard to freaking type, a lot to type, but Richard, how you doing? I've seen that, Debbie. I've seen that. We got some decent weather for February. Yeah, that microwave's burnt up. That's what happens when you put a microwave over an open fire. Stainless steel gets all corroded. It got to be touched up with Scotch-Brite pad or something. You have some wires showing, not good for the snow. Danny, you talking about Richard on your tires? Yeah, that's not good, buddy. That's not good. Okay, Kat, thank you for letting me know. Yeah, I didn't even realize it, but I got the sprocket that I changed yesterday is one tooth bigger than the other sprocket that was on it. The other sprocket's 14 tooth. This one's 15. So I ran to town yesterday on it, and I noticed it like it was different. And then it didn't dawn on me that it was different sprocket size. It was like I thought it was the gas, like I was losing power because I was running shitty gas. But today, when I was on the back roads and those gravels, I got 6 gears. I'm like in 5th gear, usually in 5th gear, running about 55 miles per hour. I should be in 6th gear where it's not, idling too high. And I'm in 5th gear and it's not even really idling high. It'd be like I was in sixth gear. So when I got back to camp, I figured out that I had a 15 tooth on it that I ordered instead of 14, which is fine. You know, it keeps the RPMs down lower at higher speeds. Yeah, it does, Richard. But I didn't realize I ordered a 15. I thought I ordered a 14 42. I know the back one's 42 tooth, but it works. Now I just got a faster top end. Lewis. Rick, there's times I wish I still had that son of a bitch, man, for real, for pulling that wagon with logs. I really do wish I had it. There's really nowhere to hook the wagon up to. I mean, I gotta tie the handle to the wagon around the side of the freaking swing arm, dude. I gotta get busy freaking the next few days. Get some more firewood in here. I mean, it's not gonna be bad during the days where I really need a fire. Just in the morning, to make my coffee and cook my breakfast. But during the day, I don't need a fire. I just freaking, it's gonna hurt my ribs to be splitting wood. I freaking split couple logs of those pines yesterday for a fire outside, and oh my gosh, it was horrendous. It hurt bad. It hurt bad. So I'm trying to let that freaking heal. That or just cut up some smaller logs, that'll fit in the stove. I ain't got to split. We're working on March. We're almost in the springtime, so thank God to that. Suave, welcome in, buddy. Here's another season, guys. It's pretty much came and went pretty fast. I can't believe we're almost in the spring. When spring start? What day in March does spring start? Ain't it like the 20th? Is it 37 days, Richard? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So, Kat, the 20th is your birthday? Your birthday's on the same day as my daughter's. Yes, she does. Monster Mouse is back. You're about to start hearing him beating his feet. Yeah, he's a little wild mouse cat. I think he's gray, white. We caught him on camera a few times. I really don't fucking know. I can't remember. There's a few of them, though. They run around outside the tent, and it's wild. You guys heard it last night. I can't believe you can hear their feet running on the ground like that. Stack. Phone charger. I bet I could snare him, Rick. I bet I could. No, cat, I haven't had no rats. And I don't even know what kind of field mouse it is because it makes a weird fucking noise and the way it runs. It ain't just no normal field mouse. March 20th is the first day of spring. Well, at first, with the noises, I thought maybe it was an armadillo that was going around the tent. And then I'd go out there and try to figure out what it is. I couldn't see nothing. And then I seen his little ass one day come in the tent. And I was like, that's you? Your little thing making that noise and fucking sound like a horse galloping like that? Now, those little DiGiorno's freaking pan pizzas like that are freaking good. I bought two of them. They're cheese crust stuff too. Yeah, they're pretty damn good. Well, he's bringing his friends back is what he's been doing. I think he's bringing a wife and kids and moving them in. Probably have to go get eviction notice on them. Cat says they got kids. Don't evict them. All right, Cat. I won't evict them just for you. When my mom was still alive, we dragged logs up out of the woods and we'd cut them up in the winter. We'd let them sit in the field. And there'd be field mice when you move those logs, be burrowed under there. We used to catch them and throw them out in the pond and watch the fish come up and grab their asses. There's many days we did that a lot. Cat says, Doug, that is not nice. You caught a mouse in a house and took it to the park and let it go? Well, Cat, I used to have a follower. His name was Nate. Nate used to like to catch wild cats and try to tame them. And these cats would try to take his fingers off, his nose off. And he made Pet Cemetery across the road. I think Nate might have lost his account because of that crazy shit. Because I haven't seen him. But you would have liked him, Cat. Yeah, they did, Rick. Those cats tore him the freak up. Hi, Sandy. I laughed so hard. When I seen his nose that day, that cat took like half his damn nose off. Oh, did he ever, Don? Fuck yeah, he did. Fuck yeah, he did. I think somebody called animal control on him is what happened. One of the viewers got a hold of animal control down there in Arkansas from where he's at. He wasn't all there anyway. You could tell talking to him that he was a few fries short of a Happy Meal. No, I'm not that type of person. I'm not that type of person. Well, fuck, Don. It was hard not to laugh at the shit he was saying. I mean, at first I thought he was making this shit up. Then I found out, fuck, he's not making this shit up. This is really going the fuck on. Lights on, nobody's home. I think they probably got him bananaed off the fucking, got his count shut down. I think that's what happened. I think somebody got a hold of animal control on him. Probably put consequences to what he was doing. I mean, hell, there was probably 5 or 6 cats in that field that we just seen that were unalived. There's no telling how many before that. Oh yeah, he did, Don. he, he was happy to show us Pet Cemetery. Like, he was happy. He fucking go trotting across the yard, across the road, and had no problem showing us Pet Cemetery. Oh gosh. Yeah, cat. That's what I'm saying. He would go capture these wild cats, and he would try to tame them into a house cat. And one about tore his finger off. He had to go to the vet over that. He was talking about taking the cat's head off and taking it to the vets to check it for rabies. And, next time we see him, he caught another cat. And this cat, I don't know why he even had it next to his face. This cat got a hold of his nose, ripped pretty much almost his whole fucking nose off. Like, I think he had to get it stitched up. I mean, it was a badass scar. And he just kept on getting these wildcats and unaliving them. Couldn't figure out what was going on, why they couldn't turn them into house cats, but they would hurt him. He would take him off the world, take him out of this world. And he had a cemetery across the road called Pet Cemetery. No, it didn't, Cat. It really didn't. It absolutely did not. We all did. We all would be fucking rolling our ass off. We all be. I mean, it was just like, it wasn't every time, but I mean, there was probably 3 different times, in the time that he was watching me and coming into the boxes and talking that he'd have cat stories, and it was fucking hilarious. And he wasn't making it up. It was fucking real shit happening. You guys, I'll tell you another good story. You guys might remember this. Remember when I had the invisible dog Karma? We're going to see who remembers this story. You guys remember that lady? I don't remember if we were battling her. She was on live or we were talking to her. But I showed her my invisible dog, and she was like, she wasn't all there either, but she was like, yeah, that's a beautiful dog. I promise you, that's the hardest I've ever laughed being on live. Oh my gosh, God, that hurt. My stomach hurt so bad. It was done. Fuck. Oh gosh, I laughed so hard over that. Yeah, she was, Rick. It wasn't happening. I'm good on all that craziness. I'm about to eat my other part of my dinner, Ed. I'm eating the second one. I bought two of them. No, crazy people don't need love by me, cat. I've had a couple crazies in my time. I've had one that was 100% bipolar, diagnosed, the worst bipolar you can get, and wouldn't take meds because she said she didn't want to be a lab rat. Then I had a professional fucking, I don't know how you want to put it, fucking, a professional cycle, and that was edgy. No, Ed, I'm not back on the travels yet. I'm at winter camp, buddy, till it warms up. Then I'm gonna find me a nice spot at the river, crystal clear water, and set up shop there for the summer. No, Edgy was fucking above and beyond. But you got to look at what she was doing. You know, she was paid. Scotty paid her to come down here. I found out information that I'm not going to disclose yet until I got 100% proof. But we got things in work. Just put it that way. Forgive my long johns, guys. Let that hot son of a bee cool down. You tell yourself you gotta be crazy to marry your husband. Thank you for sharing the live out. I think every truck driver's wife does that. My uncle was a truck driver too, Cat, for about 40 years. And when he would come home on the weekends and I was visiting, my aunt would always tease him about the lot lizards. He had stories. I think every truck driver, does got stories about lot lizards. Not that they done something, but about them trying to approach them. I had a buddy on here. Well, he wasn't on here. He got on here because of me. He does YouTube. 87 Ricer. He ended up pretty much losing his job over these cyberbullies. He had to quit because of it, but he told me a few stories about lot lizards, how they would come knocking on his door when he'd be dead asleep. I believe it, Cat. I believe it. I believe it. They used to be on the CB a lot at night. Danny, I bet you got some stories with some lot lizards, don't you? He said I cussed a few out. Really, Cat? Used to be waking you up? Yeah. Yep. Yeah, some companies are that way, I understand. Insurance reasons. So where the money's at, Cap? Independent freaking contractor. I worked at a stave mill where we cut the wood for wine barrels and stuff and whiskey barrels, and they hired all their truck drivers and independent, contractors, and I was the loader. I used the forklift and load the trucks and stuff up, but they would make really good bank. I mean, they really would. They tell me about, stuff that would happen as far as flat tire and stuff, general repairs that cost them. But I mean, on a good run, which is a lot of times they're going to Kentucky for delivery, for a few hours, they make some good bank. Kind of had me intrigued. Do they? He gets paid by the mile, whether he's loaded. No, that's the best way to be, Cap, for real. Yeah, a lot of them don't get paid unless they're loaded, hooked up. Got to sit there and wait. Flatbed. Yeah, most truck drivers are on 5-6 days a week, sometimes 2 times, or 2 weeks at a time, sometimes a month at a time. I used to get pissed when I worked at that wine company where they cut the staves because I was the loader, and as far as forklift and stuff. But there'd be times that I would have to use the loader and go down to the stave yard, and I'd have to pull, pallets, stacked pallets with, cut freaking white oak, and there could be, freaking, from 1,500, depending on the size, to 5,000 pieces on a pallet. And, I just weren't learning how to run a loader. And you ain't talking about a gravel, just the main drive is gravel in between there, but all rutted and everything else. And I dropped probably about 3 different pallets. I said, fuck this, because you'd have to stack them back up. After hours, you couldn't do it while you're working unless you had some downtime. But about the 3rd time doing that, I said, fuck this shit. be different, you know, if I was properly trained on running the loader and had, you know, more experience than I did. There goes the phone. ET phone home. Yeah, Brad, that's what I had to do with the forks. No, I'm sure you have, Rick. I was all right with the forklift. I was really good with the forklift. I mean, I had, you know, a lot of years on and off of operating a forklift. I just never operated a loader till I worked there, and they just pretty much trained me, showed me what to do, and, you know, and threw me on the son of a bitch. I mean, it wasn't full time, but I had to go down there and pull, you know, staves when there was nobody there after hours, which they were already supposed to have them freaking out for the orders that were coming in for the trucks. But there's a few times they didn't, and there's a few times I'd freaking, yoop, there goes that pallet full of freaking staves. Cat, your husband's name's Rick. Just trying to hear your name, ain't you? Gotta hear somebody say your name. You just can't stay in your lane. You always gotta be a fucking dick. Well, look at the top at the numbers. I'm pretty sure you can figure it out. Not you, Rick. I mean, come on. If you're going to send bots in here, make it at least look good. Send about 8,000. That's like $3.60 that you wasted. They just need to have attention. They want recognition for what they do. Best thing's just to ignore their lame ass. Don't give them what they want. What ain't, Danny? You talking about the numbers of bots that are in here? I can see them. It's on the top right. 951, 953. Oh, in the chat? He comes in here and does this to try to get a reaction out of Dad. Dad's not giving him no reaction. He's just a spoiled, mistreated fucking brat. You probably are, Cat. I'm sure you are spoiled. Welcome in, Julie. Rick, how many people's recording us right now? No, you don't, Danny. No, you don't. You'd enjoy it for a night, Danny, then you'd be tired of it. You've been by yourself too long, brother. Do you really, Danny? I'll speak for myself then. I can't believe this weather we're having in February. I mean, hell, we had it in December too. Had it in January. This winter's just, it's a wild, mild winter. Third marriage, Cat? How many kids you got? Got 3. Gotcha. No battles. I'm not battling tonight. Don't be coming in trying to get me to battle. Just go live. Tell the haters to fucking gift you. 1 boy and 2 girls. Sure as shit, he don't listen. I told him no battles, and there he goes. If you want to battle, it's going to cost you a galaxy. You need to go ahead and send me a galaxy. Then we'll battle. Well, ain't that a first? That is absolutely the first. You and me both, Cap. Makes two of us. Well, yeah. She's been posting her. She'll post this video tomorrow morning. Then tomorrow morning's video she'll post at night. It's called Rick mental illness is what they got, especially her. She got bad mental issue-ish, problems. Danny, that's all you, brother. That is all you. I wish I had a way to get a hold of her husband, because supposedly he doesn't know about Scotty almost changing her oil. I would ruin her if I could that way. I would 100% ruin her for what she's done to me. I have no fucking problem doing it. It would make my fucking day. It would make my year. Like to say I don't got time for all that, Danny. There's a big difference between me and what they do, Danny. I don't sit around all day trying to figure out how I can harass somebody and make their life miserable like they do. I try to figure out how the fuck I can get them to leave me the fuck alone. That's what I try to do. Yeah, I'm about to get off here too, Rick. I'm gonna call tonight myself. I'm gonna watch me a movie. Later, buddy. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and call it a night. I'm gonna find me a movie.